started in the business coaching program as well. So I appreciate your time. So let's dive in. I know everyone's time is busy. Time is valuable. I'm going to share my screen and jump in. Before we do, today's session is the second session of group. There's Anessa back. Hey, the family's here. You guys are everywhere. The Sena's family. As we get started, Ichi Daisy's back. Iki Peachy's here. Iki Peachy, I miss you. Jumbo hot dog.
Miss you too.
Jumbo hot dog. Guapo.
You're the jumbo hot dog, boss.
I'm the jumbo hot dog. Awesome. Okay, let's jump in. I think all the clients can record. Yes, I believe so. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for your time. This is the second 45-minute group session of 3. And this is the new, improved, refined social media session. We have new slides, new process. We talk about like reels and newsletters and all that kind of stuff as well. So I only put these sessions together like last weekend, so none of you guys have seen this presentation. This will be a good update for like Lisa and some of you clients as well on the updated like omnipresence. So today is really about social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. I know I talk fast, and about taking your content, having the VAs use omnipresence, sharing your content everywhere for attract marketing, turning them into emails, phone numbers, and then obviously appointments. So we'll have about a 40-minute session now. I'm going to share my slides in a moment and we'll go through it. For those of you in the business coaching program, this will actually be a really great session for you guys in working with your VA on tasking over the next months as well. And then at the end of today's session, I'll book everyone in for next week's session, which is seems to be everyone's favorite, the new improved appointment setting session, where we talk about getting appointments from email marketing, phone calls, and DM. And I think everyone's going to get a lot out of that. The first basic session you've all done is very simple, foundational, almost insulting to some of you guys' intellect, because most of you are pretty smart. Joke. If you haven't noticed, I do like to have fun. I think that's really important. People seem to perform better when they have fun. As I say in the Philippines, ang saya-saya, have more fun. And so I think it's important to enjoy the process. Hopefully I'm not wasting anyone's time. Again, no one's being paid to be here, not paying to be here. Is simply here to serve you. I'm not here to coach you or tell you what to do. I'm here to serve you. Momi's there to serve you. Your VA is here to serve you. And we really hope that we can help you find the right VA or team of VAs over the upcoming months for you that stick with you for years to come and help you build your dream business. That's why we're all here. So we're going to dive straight in and talk about social media. I'll have the chat box open, and contrary to popular belief, especially women, I can multitask, so I can actually answer questions and do the presentation simultaneously. So feel free to ask any questions at any time in the chat. I'll open that up as well. And again, I do respect and appreciate everyone's super busy. I know some of you guys actually most of you are like Lorna and Lisa, and some of you guys are ridiculously busy. For those that are mums, who are mums, or the parents, as a next level, much respect for your mums. I couldn't imagine running and building a business. Lisa is a mum. She's a coach with us, runs an online business, does offline business, and she's now launching a life business. That's amazing, man. Much respect. I do want to make sure I get as much value in here as possible and don't waste your time. And I do appreciate your time, so thank you. So let me share my screen and dive straight in. And no matter whether you're Larry, Lisa, or somebody that we've never worked together, there will be something new from today as well. So I really think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, so okay, let me dive in. VAs, I do want to say a massive thank you for all you do. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you for your hard work and everything you do for our clients and looking after them. And again, for all the clients, thank you for providing work for these amazing angels. They do really work hard, and it really is beautiful to be able to provide a livelihood for them as well. We're now pretty close to that 100. We're on 70 clients. So we're going to hit 70 clients in the next few days, 70 VAs. But once we hit that 100 mark, we will be unlocking fundraising and revenue share for orphan children in the Philippines. So again, thank you everyone for being a part of that. So, okay, that's enough about my personal stuff. Let's dive in. You should be able to see social media strategy session on the screen. Finally, Zoom have worked it out and have allowed me to see when you guys can see. So additional to the original VA strategy session, I spoke about some free resources you have access to. There's a couple more free resources. Again, like me, love me, hate me, however you feel about me. One thing is I just love to give tremendous value. I want to give you guys so much value you're almost overwhelmed. I think that's really important. So today being social media, there's 2 free resources in particular. which are quite relevant, and I do encourage you to go through. For those in the business coaching program with myself or Lisa, this is content you're going to go through anyway. And these can both be found in the online portal. I don't need to show you the portal now. I've already done that. Everyone knows how to find that. You go to the free resource section. This DM marketing script here is so much more than a script. It's got how to optimize and set up your social media, your Facebook group and everything. Then it's got what to post and when to post, and signs of video marketing and everything. And then it's got all the DM scripts. So all the VAs have been through this training, but clients, I highly recommend that you check that out in your own time. It is a really powerful resource and mini training. And this is an online social media course. It's actually not just for PTs, for any online coach. This is a full online course that we normally sell for $500 online. It's got doing webinars, it's got Facebook ads, it's got video marketing, it's got blog marketing, it's got traction marketing, and like the science of it and structure of it as well. Doing prize draws, lead generation, the full course to go through. We do sell it online for $500. If you do want to go a little bit deeper down the social media rabbit hole, I highly recommend checking those out. If not, also cool. They're just there to help you if you choose to use them. If you ever have trouble finding anything like that, just let me know and we'll guide you. Let's get started. Okay, again, if anyone has any questions, open here. Just post them in the chat box. PA, is that to you as well? If you have any questions, let me know. Peachy, thank you for making it. Yeah, Peachy's here. Lisa, Peachy's here. Look. Love you, Peachy. Okay. So let's talk about the basic stuff first with social media and a VPN. Do I need a VPN? All VAs should be and are using the VPN at all times. VAs, if you don't have the VPN set up, if you could please ask Noemi and she'll help you get that set up. In regards to logins, okay, so we're talking about the 4 main platforms today: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. So in regards to Facebook, back in 2020, Facebook changed the rules without telling anyone that if they find out that someone else is logging into your account, they delete your account without telling you. They announced it last January or February. After they deleted my account, I luckily got it back. Even using one of the world's most powerful VPN, I still lost my account. So if Facebook had one of the most powerful AI systems online in the world, it's probably second only to Google's, that we know of publicly, that's another conversation. Their AI system is so powerful that if VPNs don't work, if Facebook AI finds out that you're letting your VA log in as you on Facebook, they will delete your account, no warning. Higher profiles like mine's linked to 1.9 million people in my Facebook groups, are at higher risk, so mine's probably going to get found a lot sooner than a lot of you guys. Some people are risking it. If you want to risk it, go for it. For me, I don't like taking those kind of risks. It's not worth losing my whole account. My suggestion would be to not do it, and there is a workaround which we'll talk about in a moment. Okay. In regards to YouTube and Instagram, it seems to be fine with a VPN. In regards to LinkedIn, if you're using a VPN, it's fine. What we find sometimes, though, is if the client and the VA, if 2 people log into the same account from different IP addresses, they red flag it and it's restricted. You don't lose it, and it can take a couple of days to get it back, and it's frustrating. So VAs, when you log into LinkedIn, and ideally clients, I don't really use my LinkedIn, but Tim takes care of it. But whatever your primary platform is, like my primary platform is Facebook, and then the team take care of everything else: email, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? I do live in a reel on Instagram, but otherwise they take care of it. So VAs, just make sure when you are logged into LinkedIn, you just confirm that your client's not logged in. That'll avoid any restrictions. That seems to be all good with that. So before we get started, I just want to make sure that out of the 4 platforms, obviously YouTube's not going to be your main platform. Out of Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, what's everyone's primary platform that you're mainly using? What's your main platform? Just post it in the chat box for me. Better understanding. Nicole says Facebook. Herb says thank you. Noemi sent the link to the scripts. Thank you. Noemi, love you. You're onto it. What would I do without you? I would be lost. Actually, Facebook. Oh yeah, Facebook too. Facebook, that makes life easy. I think everyone's Facebook. Larry's Facebook. So, as you've probably heard me say before, when you're a solopreneur and entrepreneur online, we tend to have to pick and choose because we don't have time to be everywhere. Lorna, Instagram? Oh, awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Is it Facebook or LinkedIn? It'll be one or the other. So my suggestion is you choose your core platform. For most people, it's going to be Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Most people probably. You focus on that core platform, and the VA does everything else. Now you have a VA. One of the things they do best is taking your content from your core platform and getting it on all the other platforms and email, turning those social media people into emails, phone numbers, and appointments. And that's really what today in the next section is about. If you allow them to do that to the fullest, they will be able to book you more appointments than you could ever imagine. Problem is, people pick and choose. I don't like Instagram, I'm not going to use it. I don't understand LinkedIn, I'm not. So the key to online marketing is to be objective and allow the VA. Oh, I'm not getting any response from it. That's fine. It takes the VA 10 or 15 minutes each day to build it. Who knows? You might be the biggest paying client of all time, and that's the only one all year, and that's turned into maybe hundreds of thousands or more. So so you've got your core platform, and the VAs will get everything everywhere else. It's good to know. Open this chat. So we're breaking down one by one. We've got Facebook to begin with. Let's move this over. Okay. We'll start building actually. Noemi, can you remind me? I'll send you these slides. Well, actually, I know they're recording them, but we'll actually start sending these slides to everyone as well. Noemi, can you please remind me later? I'll send you these and send these actual slides so everybody has the recording and the slide that they can go through in their own time. Yeah, this is brand new. We only put this together. I didn't put this together last weekend. So here's my suggestion for Facebook. For most people, it's the biggest platform. Obviously, it's because there's the most amount of people on it. The first part of Facebook is, obviously, we're talking about mainly organic strategies, maybe not using ads here. So a Facebook fan page is great if you're doing ads and you link a bot to it. But from an organic perspective, a fan page is pretty much dead. My personal fan page has 170,000 real people on it. I made a lot of money from it until 2013, when the algorithm changed the first time in a big way, and things changed. The greatest way to generate leads on Facebook is to build your own public Facebook group, your own community group, okay, which we'll talk about in a second. You've all seen my online coaches and consultant group, 73,000 coaches in it. I worked out a little while back, I've made $1.8 million, not in sales, in cash, from that one group since COVID hit. I'm not sharing that to brag, I'm sharing that to help you understand the power of building your own Facebook. Okay, so the focus in the beginning is for you and your VA on Facebook. The primary focus should be building that group. And you want to get it used to be about 1,000, now it's about 1,400 to 1,600. Somewhere between the 1,400, 1,600 mark, around that mark, the algorithm kicked in and more people start to join organically. You start seeing people join every day organically. 10 a day, and then it builds. We get about 100 a day joining that coaches. It took me 6 months to get it to 1,200 people coaches group, and now in 2 years and 2 months, it's gone from 1,200. When COVID hit, it was on 1,200. Now 26 months or 27 months later, it's on 73,000. Some people think I just got lucky with that group. Those that know me know that I've done every group I've ever built has been big. Because I just focus on building that one group. So your primary focus on Facebook is to build that group. And I'm going to make your life easier in a moment by helping you build that group. Okay. So clients, what you'll do is you'll add 20 or 30 Facebook friends every day that fit your avatar until you get 5,000 friends. And you'll invite all of those people to that group on a daily basis. And VAs, every time you're having conversation with someone, all the prospects, you're adding them as friends and inviting them to that group as well. So the VA is adding 20 or 30 a day, clients adding 20 or 30 a day, and together you build that group far as you can. As Alicia and some of the other guys have established quickly, if that stops building, things start to dry up a little bit and it gets a bit harder. You want to attack that quickly and move on that far. That should be your primary focus on Facebook. In the meantime, you can use other people's groups, my groups and so forth, but the goal is to be able to, I don't even join your, I don't think I'm even in this group. I am in this group, I joined recently. Because there's so much going on my own. So now in that Facebook group, I did a video the other day on how to optimize it. You want to have a welcome video pinned to the top of the group with links to offers so that every week your VA can welcome people in the group, tag them, and you can extrapolate phone numbers and emails to book them in for appointment. I did a video the other day, you can find it in the video section of the client group, on how to go into the settings to optimize your group for the algorithm. I recommend everybody, including VAs, check that out. Okay. We're building that group every day, VA and clients. we're doing the welcome each week. My suggestion is 4 posts a day. Now, if you're one of my business coaching clients, this is the system that you're going to follow. This is a coaching session for coaching clients. If you're not a coaching client, I'm sharing what we do. Okay, so 4 posts a day are based on the algorithm at present, and you'll either put these 4 posts client on your profile or your public group. Public group's not getting a lot of interaction. Maybe do it on your profile for now. If your group's starting to get some traction, do it in your group. But you just do these 4. 1 Facebook Live every day under 10 minutes. The reason under 10 minutes, 1, not only people's attention span, but 2, LinkedIn only allow 10 minutes, and depending on the YouTube account, you might be able to add 10 videos. So my lives now, I keep them a bit less, probably about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay. Now that live video, if you go to my social media course or the BM course, I talk about the structure of it, like entertain, educate, call to action, the why, the who, the what, etc. But just for now, that video, basically what you're going to do is you're going to show people you can help them by helping them. 1, solve a problem, or 2, get what they want. 1, solve a problem, 2, help them get what they want. So you give them some real content in their life. 3 steps to burn more fat while you're sleeping for loose. How to generate 50 leads a week. How to heal past trauma, depending on what your business model is. Right? And at the end, you have a call to action. Okay, there's 3 calls to action that you can have, and this is really important. If you want your VAs to get plenty of appointments, your content needs to have a call to action. So Lisa might go, hey, here's 3 ways to burn more fat while you're sleeping for 40 minutes. Yes, I know internet slow. Okay, and then at the end, Lisa can offer 1 of 3 things. You can all offer 3 things. There's 3 ways to generate leads online. That's it. 1 or 3 main ways, I should say. 1 is your Calendly link. So if you've got a new business, a small business, at the end of the video, say, hey, if you want to jump on a quick call, see how we can fast track your business success, generate more leads, lose weight, heal that trauma. I was about to be inappropriate then, Lisa. I won't, the VAs are here. If you want to jump on a free call, comment below and I'll send you the link to my calendar, right? The second thing is your free offer. So meal planners, fitness planners, ebooks, marketing planners, social media planners, auto webinars, kits, PDFs, cheat sheets, video series, video trainings, those free offers. Okay, so you go, hey, I've got this free ebook here that shows you I got this free recipe book here, I got this free ebook here that shows you how to generate 50 leads per week. If you want to comment below, I'll send you the details. Third thing you can offer is your upcoming event, Masterclass Webinar Challenge. Hey, we've got this free challenge coming up. Hey, we got this free challenge now. We've got this webinar coming up. If you'd like to learn more, comment below or send me the link. Well, that's simple. You'll notice I often use 2 calls to action because I have so many calls to action. I have 2 calls to action. Hey, I've got this free ebook here, want to comment below. Plus, first 2 people to private message me will get 2 free business coaching sessions. Back fast, so good. But now what Peachy can do is she can take that video and upload it to YouTube with links to offers, including the calendar or the ebook or the event. You can take that video and share it on all the Facebook community groups, share it everywhere else on Facebook, and take that video and upload it on LinkedIn and the LinkedIn community groups and the LinkedIn group. And then Peachy can also take the video and email it to the list with links to the offers. So now you're turning those people into email list, phone list, and those links are going everywhere. For those of you that have a newer business like GURP, you got a handful of clients, really promoting and driving the calendar link, super important. So I would do a live video on Facebook each day, either in your personal profile group. Second thing I would suggest is a reel. Reels are so hot right now. If you open up your phone, click on home on Facebook, you'll see top left, you'll see reel twice actually, but Facebook boosts reels on the algorithm more than any other type of post. And then second is lives, Facebook lives. Reels not technically a live, it is a 60-second clip. I did a video yesterday on the science of doing reels. I know you watched it and enjoyed it. That video helped, right? That quick on how to do reels yesterday. That was a good little video. So I used the NLP strategy of towards motivation. Yeah, towards way motivation. So pleasure, pain, or get what they want, solve the problem, and then a call to action. So a reel might be for Lisa. Hey, would you like to have more energy and lose 20 kilos or more? I got this free playbook, I got this free ebook in here, or whatever. Comment below and I'll send it to you. If you do this daily reel, a video is 5-10 minutes, reel is 60 seconds. It's a lot of time, no matter how Oprah Winfrey can find. I don't know how busy or what she's up to these days. Tony Robbins can find the time, right? Donald Trump is probably not doing much. You could probably no joke. So the reel has a call to action. I highly recommend watching the video I did yesterday in the client group on the structure of the reel. Because what each you can do with the reel is you can upload the reel to YouTube. Turn the reel into a story, the same as the video. The videos and reels get turned into stories. A reel can be shared on the other platforms. Heck, you could even email it to the list with links to the offer. Okay. The third post is a blog post. You don't have to do these every day. If you've got a lot of blog post articles, send them all through to your give your VA access and they can use them. The awesome thing about the blog post on Facebook, personal branding post, and it creates a bit of diversity as opposed to the videos all the time. You have a picture of you, so it's a personal branding post, calls to action still. But Peachy can upload that to Instagram as a personal branding post with links to the offer. Email it to the list with links to the offers. And also upload it to LinkedIn as an article. But also, which we'll talk about shortly, can turn it into a newsletter on LinkedIn as well. So I am a huge fan. Maybe you do a couple of new ones every week, because they do take a little bit, it takes 20 odd minutes sometimes to write a blog post. A couple of those new each week, and then give access to a backlog to your VAs. And then the fourth post today is a question. Okay, so you might skip the blog post and do the video reel and the question. So the question, there's three types of questions. First question is, hey, I got this free offer, who wants it? I got this free ebook, I got this free webinar coming up, prize for coming up. Who wants a free business coaching session? Right? And that question goes everywhere. Either you post the one question and then the VA shares everywhere else, or what you can do is you give the question each day on the meeting to the VAs, which is what I do. What we're doing at the moment, which works really well, I'm posting the question and then my VAs are following up. So in my coaches group, I've got, hey, I've got this appointment setting script, who wants it? There's been over 100 comments. And now Kim has been able to interact with those people, booking a bunch of appointments as well. Video, reel, blog, question, and then any social. So I get the VAs to take care of the welcomes, the birthdays, shout outs, congratulations, all that. The VAs take care of that. Social media should be all about the people, your clients, your team, your customers, prospects, community. Okay. And then we take those posts and we get them everywhere. And we create omnipresence with links to the offer. So you're getting leads, you're collecting email addresses, you're collecting phone numbers, and you're getting appointments. Especially if you're using our funnels, if you have appointment setting funnels, you're even getting appointments on autopilots, from all of those as well. So, anyone have any questions on that so far? Is that useful? Does that help?
Yeah, Jason, I have a question.
Yes.
So you say your VAs are responding to potential messages that are being sent, like questions from whoever. How do they know what responses to provide? Is there like a Q&A document you create for them? Because I've been encountering that quite a bit with my VA.
So we have scripts. Yeah, so if you scroll back up to this DM marketing script, yeah, you've got all of my personal DM scripts in there. You've got all my personal DM scripts in there. So they use those DM scripts. In fact, in our next session, we're going to go through those scripts. Okay. So there's actual scripts. So just in a nutshell, by the way, if my Zoom cuts out, I'm going to just jump straight back in. But in a nutshell, so you'll see on my posts, go to the featured section of the coaches and consultants group. You'll see my post, and then Kim's following up in that group, and Chara's following up in the other groups. She posts in the post, here's the free offer, and then she DMs him. Jason's asked me to send his free offer of his PA, his personal assistant. And then when they reply, it's a series of questions. Where in the world are you? Great to connect. Where in the world are you? What kind of business you have? What's your biggest goal or challenge right now? And then, how would you feel if you jumped on a quick call with Jason, have a chat, or whatever it is, right? So there's just 4 basic questions, which are in that DM script. We actually go through that in depth next week as well.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's a good question. Any other questions, guys? Okay, cool. If you do have any questions at any stage, just post them. So obviously, VAs will post 1 post a day in the Facebook community groups. No more, just you might get blocked or it's a bit spammy or whatever. I would alternate between the reel, the live, and the question. The reel one day, the live one day, create a bit of diversity or contrast. Questions are great for interaction as well. Now, as a perk, as a thank you, you all get to be made a moderator of my coaches group. Most of you, that fits your avatar. Most of you. In there's 73,000 coaches. You don't need it, but you have my permission to ethically steal all those people in that group and put them into your group. I like that term. We'll come up with a better label. I want you to, VAs and clients, put all your content in the coaches group. You do 5 posts a day, put all 5 posts in the coaches group. Post your questions in the group, post your reels in the group, post your lives, and you can go live in the group. Heck, you can actually, as the moderator, Nicole, when you did your webinar last night, you could have live streamed that into the coaches group. You can do all that stuff. You can live stream your own events now. You can go live in that group. I want you to communicate and interact in that group like it's yours. Take all those members and put them into your own group. Generate leads and get appointments. I want you to do that. And I highly encourage all of you to do that if your avatar's in there while you're building your own group. Really use it. And clients and VAs. The clients do some stuff in there and the VA share some stuff. Okay. Because what happens tomorrow, so the VAs, so you do the couple pieces of content today, clients. The VAs will get that content with links everywhere, email and all 4 platforms. Tomorrow, Peachy, VAs, you'll go through all of those posts. You'll send those people, you'll add them as a friend and DM them, follow the script and then book them in for an appointment. It seems lengthy, but this process should get 4 or 5 appointments per day just from DM. We haven't even spoken about email or phone call. The VAs need to make sure that every day, so the first part of the day, you're sharing all the content. The second part of the day, or the second part after that, is you're going through all of those posts, interacting with people, having conversations. Okay. When you have events, make sure you're setting up Facebook events and everyone's inviting as well, because it's a great way to get registrations. Any questions on Facebook? I think that's about it. Easy crowd, I like it. Let's talk about LinkedIn. Now, with LinkedIn, you can pretty much have your VA completely take care of LinkedIn. So VAs, please take note of this. Maybe take a screenshot. VAs, this is really important you pay close attention to this one. Peachy and all the VAs in here. So if you have not created a LinkedIn group exactly the same as your client's Facebook group yet, you need to do that today. Okay, exactly the same. Same cover photo, exactly the same. And you'll build that weekly. So VAs, what you'll do is every Monday VAs, you'll send 100 connection requests. That's what you can send each week. That fit your client's avatar. And you'll invite all of those connections to the LinkedIn group. Why do we have a LinkedIn group? Because it kind of pre-qualifies those LinkedIn connections to help clarify who's probably going to be interested in the products and services. In regards to content, VAs, all you do is you take the content that your client did on Facebook and you put them into LinkedIn. Take the video, the reel, the blog post, and the question, any social proof post, post it on your client's LinkedIn profile and in the group. And what you do is just like Facebook, you pick 1 post a day to post in the 10 LinkedIn community groups, no less, no more. Okay, then alternate between the 3. Then the same is tomorrow, VAs. You'll go through those posts. It's actually easier on LinkedIn because you get notifications. It's actually a bit easier. But then tomorrow, VAs, you'll go through all those posts, interact with people, DM them, and they can book them in for an appointment. Also, for those that do events, you can set up an event on LinkedIn like Facebook and invite 1,000 people a week. Great way to get some extra red goes to events as well. So when you're doing webinars or calendars or any kind of master classes or events, make sure you're creating Facebook events and LinkedIn events VAs and inviting everybody. What's super hot on LinkedIn right now is a newsletter. So what you can do is you can create I should try and share my screen, they're all crashed, so yeah. But what you can do now is, we've been able to do it for a while, since earlier this year, but on LinkedIn, you can create a newsletter subscription, right? So VAs, you need to set up a newsletter for your clients. I did a video a while back on it. You can find a video tutorial on YouTube easy. It takes about 5 minutes to set up. Why is a LinkedIn newsletter so hot? Because when you do an article on LinkedIn, you can set it up as a newsletter subscription. I got the hiccups. So I set up a newsletter subscription on my LinkedIn. I got about 23,000 connections. Most of them are fitness pros, and there's a bunch of online coaches. I call my newsletter the online Fitness Pros and Online Coaches newsletter. It's a newsletter. And when I set that up, all I did is I added an article, which is one of my blog posts, just a repurposed article. Now, the awesome thing about that is when I set it up, it automatically sent my 23,000 connections an invite in the notification box. I now have over 4,000 subscribers to the article, to my newsletter on LinkedIn. Why is that so great? 2 reasons. First of all, whenever I do an article attached to that newsletter instead of to my wall, or the VA does it, number one, those 4,000 people get a little red notification top right of their LinkedIn, which is what you want on social media. And number two, which I didn't realize at first, is it automatically sends an email to those 4,000 people's email inbox. And I've now got an extra 4,000 people in my email inbox. And some of you might have got the email this morning, which is super cool. Now, remember, your article, your blog, your newsletter, that's all the same thing. It's just an extended blog post with a call to action with 1 or 2 links at the bottom to your Calendly, a free offer, or anything. So at the bottom, you put a link to your offer or 2 offers. Now you're generating leads to getting appointments from that mass newsletter. So highly recommend VAs set that up. 1 or 2 a week. I've been doing 1 a week. I'm going to go to 2 or 3 a week, I think, and see how it goes. So, finally, with LinkedIn, if you're not paying $69 a month for premium, highly recommend you do. It's unlimited messaging for your VAs. And use Sales Navigator. VAs, if you're not sure how to use Sales Navigator, highly recommend you learn. In fact, we do need to add some of that stuff to the new training in the near future. That's LinkedIn, guys. Now, the awesome thing is the VA takes care of all of that. Clients, you don't need to do anything there at all, except for review it and give them feedback. Any questions on LinkedIn, guys?
I've got a question on
Yes.
data. So what happens if my VA is not familiar with LinkedIn?
If your VA, sorry?
Yeah, if my VA is not familiar, because I actually asked her to also set up my LinkedIn newsletter subscription and also send all the information to the members that I have. So if she's not familiar with LinkedIn, what happens?
2 things. First of all, no one's familiar with everything. So we're all going to come across with every VA we ever work with, something they're not familiar with, we want them to do. That's just how it is. It's always going to be the way. Number 1. Number 2, they need to learn. I send them, so Kim, I asked Kim to do it. She didn't know how to do it. I was like, go to YouTube, find a tutorial, and get it done. And then she did. So in regards to anything tech-wise or social media-wise, YouTube is a goldmine. There's a tutorial for anything. Your email, your software, your CRM, Go High Level, ClickFunnels, LinkedIn, whatever it is. So if they're not familiar with it, which sooner or later you're going to find something you want your VA to do that they're not familiar with. It's just how it is, because there's so many things they can do. So in that situation, say, I understand, head to YouTube, find a subscription, you got 30 minutes to set up. Thank you. Worst case, I quickly go to YouTube, find the video myself and then watch this, set it up. Thank you. And it's easy fix. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So should I be teaching her, or is it that you're going to provide a training?
No, you should definitely not be teaching her. So she needs to, heck no, you don't want to be spending time. I don't want to spend time training my VAs in almost anything, let alone something I don't understand myself. I want them to be resourceful. So I would do 2 things in that situation, Gloria, or anyone, what I do. Number 1, I say, go to YouTube and find the video, please. Or number 2, I've seen the video tutorial. It goes for like 7 or 8 minutes. Number 2, I quickly go to YouTube, find the video. It takes me 2 minutes, and I said, watch this video instead of please enough now. That's it. Setting up a newsletter is so simple. When you watch the tutorial, it literally takes like 1 minute. It's very basic, so something like that. That's the beauty of a VA. The VA should be resourceful enough to be able to find the tutorial or the information and then go do it, especially if it's a 3-minute job. So, any other questions on that, guys, on LinkedIn? Everyone's back on? Daisy's back? Oh, Larry, I need to let you record. There we go. All right, cool. So Instagram's pretty simple. My suggestion for Instagram is there's 3 components. You've got your VA, you've got yourself, and you've got an Instagram bot. Anyone not using Instagram bot right now? Crazy, which we'll talk about in a second. So the client, what you'll do as a client, my suggestion is 1 live and 1 reel. 1 live, 1 reel. You got 2 options. You can go live on Facebook and Instagram simultaneously with 2 devices if you really want to. You can do that. Or you can just do 2 separate lives. It's completely up to you. They can be the same live or different. In regards to Reels, they're 60 seconds. I actually recommend probably 2 or 3 Reels on Instagram as well. So daily live and a daily Reel, same as Facebook. Okay, and that's really it with Instagram. The VAs can do the rest. VAs, this is what you would do on Instagram. Every day, you will follow 50 to 100 people that fit your client's avatar. That seems to be the limit, or it cuts you off. Okay, we find about 10 or 15 of those follow back. So you're going to get 10, 20 followers every day just from that one strategy. You'll notice I'm not talking about hashtags in here. It would take too long. It would take another 45 minutes for hashtags. VAs highly recommend you do some research and understanding, learning hashtags, Instagram, especially LinkedIn as well, but especially Instagram. So VAs add 50 to 100 people a day. Okay, then what you'll do is that daily live and reel, you turn into a story. Okay, on Instagram, you can turn them into stories. You'll also take that live and reel from Instagram and upload them to YouTube with links to the offer. Then VAs, what you do is you'll take the blog post from Facebook and you'll put it on Instagram with links to the offer. Okay, and it's really that simple. The difference between a Facebook bot and a chat bot, and sorry, an Instagram bot. So Facebook bots have been around for about 5 years. Loved them in the beginning. They only really work when you link to a fan page and you do ads though. Whereas Instagram chatbot works best for organic. It actually works well for organic. An Instagram chatbot will do 2 things. Number 1, people message you, automatically pops them into a sequence where you can generate leads, book appointments, and even make sales. Number 1. Number 2, let's say that you do a live or a reel and say, hey, I've got this free ebook here, comment free below. Anyone comments free below that reel or that live will be automatically sent a DM with that link. Automatically. And you're automatically getting leads and appointments on autopilot. You can say, hey, comment below, if you want to jump on a free call, comment free below and we'll book you in. And they'll automatically get the calendar link. They automatically get the link to the event. They automatically get the offer. And so now you've got a 24/7 VA on your Instagram. And as you're building that and you're building your profile on that and getting momentum, the Instagram bot is a super hot way to build it. Want to learn more about having Instagram bot? Just send me a DM and I'll send you some details. We could help set that up, not a problem. I highly, highly recommend it. If you want to have a bit of a play and check out how it actually works, go to our Instagram, Quantum Virtual Assistants, on your phone when you get a chance, Quantum Virtual Assistants, and just send a message and you'll be opted in and you'll just get a feel for it and you'll be like, it's very cool. Some people think bots are spammy. It's not a spammy bot. It's a cool, elegant opt-in chat bot. We generate leads to get appointments. Autopilot, huge fan. And I don't know how long Instagram's going to keep that going like that. I don't imagine forever. So if you do those couple of posts, the VA does all the other stuff and you set up the chatbot. It really is a huge opportunity on Instagram. I think somebody mentioned before, was it Lorna? Lorna, Instagram, obviously for you, if Instagram's your main platform, even more important. Any questions on Instagram? Oh, have I missed a couple of questions? You have great support from our pool. Anyone who can help your VA with the task that are not, yeah. Thanks, Nomi. Okay, we'll get back to wrap it up. Just a couple, 3 more minutes. We're almost done. And Lisa's probably on the clock. YouTube is the easiest. That's why we do it last. It's so simple. You pretty much don't have to do anything. VAs, you take care of YouTube. Why can't I not? Where's my scroll thing? There we go. All we do for YouTube, VAs, you take care of it. VAs, you take the daily Facebook live and reel. You take the daily Instagram live and reel. And you upload those all to YouTube. Every single one of them. If there's a duplicate, so if your client does the same live on both or same reel on both, obviously you only upload one. Remember, if you go to my YouTube, I don't use YouTube a lot, but Nomi uploads all of my videos with links to the offer every day. And we do get appointments and leads from them still, okay? The last thing you'll do, VAs, is to build your client's YouTube, is you'll follow 100 YouTube channels that fit your client's avatar. We find about 10 to 20% of people follow back. Okay, it's just a nice, simple, doesn't take a lot of time for you guys to do that. Now you're building on 4 platforms, your content's going everywhere, you're turning social media people into email and phone numbers, there's conversations being had through DM for appointments, and we'll talk about that next week. And we'll also talk next week about how to get appointments from those emails, how to get appointments from those phone numbers, and how to get appointments from those DMs. That's pretty much it, guys. Is that useful? Did that help, guys? A bit deeper understanding on the omnipresence. There's probably a few things in there that perhaps you're not doing, especially guys that are, been doing it for some time, maybe recognizing some things you're not doing. But what's been everyone's biggest takeaway today? What's the biggest thing you've taken away from today, everyone, in the chat box? Does that help, Lisa? A bit more clarity. There's probably a few things in there, Lisa, you're not doing. We're not doing those things. Oh, so good to hear it over and over, so it sinks in. Yeah, this is the most totality, holistic, whole way. GURP, the newsletter, bro, for you, newsletter will be awesome. Lorna, an Instagram bot in the very near future will be huge for you, Lorna, once we do the relaunch. Lisa, Rebels and Lives, I like that. I was going to say Reels and Lives, but I do like the Freudian slip. Oh, Reels and Lives on both platforms. Gloria newsletter. Lorna, require VA to learn. Yeah. So I can be doing a lot more than I do. Yeah. Because we tend to pick and choose. I like this, I don't like this, I don't understand this, I'm familiar with this. But I don't want to build a business based on my psychology or how I feel. I want to build a business playing the numbers game. I want to build a business being objective. Because otherwise, we're just in our own way all the time. Who said that saying before? I love the saying, every level brings a new devil. Our greatest enemy is our inner me. The one thing stopping you from building a bigger business. You think you're not ready psychologically or financially to hire more team. Go and hire more team immediately. You think you don't have time or need to be on other platforms. Get on those other platforms. Most of you probably have the goal of building 7-figure businesses or bigger. What do the bigger businesses do that you're not? They're not in their own head, picking and choosing based on belief systems and how they think and feel. Russell Brunson. You'll ask Russell Brunson, what do I do? This or this? So let's do both and test them. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. These are Reels, yeah. Thanks. Bots, 2 videos and Reels. If you need help with your funnels, if you need help with your bots, we do websites, we do apps, we do podcast launches. We do ridiculous deals, especially for your clients. If you ever need any of that stuff, just let me know. It's all on our website as well. We've got sales letters and videos for everything. Larry, newsletter will be big for you, bro. Yeah. The slides, yeah, I'll send the slides. I got a VA. Awesome. So guys, what I'm going to do, thank you for your time. I have gone over time. I really hope that you've got a lot of value from that. Again, it's just a free added bonus. And I really hope that you found this valuable and that you found it useful. And I really hope that you, objectively position your VA in a way to implement all stuff so they can get you the appointment. I've never seen someone follow our system 100% and not get the appointments. My appointment setters hit their target every week without fail. Noemi can vouch for this. Noemi will tell you, when our VAs do their full amount of hours, they hit their target every single time. Every time. If you use the system objectively, you cannot not succeed. It's impossible. Even if you've got a small list, because you've got access to my coaches group, and you can use that to begin with that. Let's book you in for next week.